All right, good morning, guys. Melissa here. How's everyone? So I just woke up and had like this awful dream, and I'm like, what was that? You know, when you wake up and you are like, oh my goodness, where am I? And you feel like you're in your dream, like, is this real or a dream? That's how vivid it was. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So glad I woke up. It was an awful dream. Anyways, um, so I woke up just in time, and I had taken a nap because I've been going. I did take a nap yesterday for a little bit too, like maybe an hour when I got home, after getting up really early and heading out. So, so I had texted my boss and said, "Do I have work today?" And she said, "Yes, you do. You're on the schedule." Now, yesterday, I'm literally driving to work and I get this message that somebody canceled and enjoy the day off. If something changes, we'll let you know. This is like the second or third time they did this to me. Now, I also had a vehicle repair last week where they wanted me in every day. And I'm like, look, my vehicle needs to be repaired. I don't even have brakes. I'm not coming in until I get brakes, you know? So, we worked it out. Everything was fine. I went in, I had my test, passed with flying colors. So last night, it was just we don't need you kind of thing today. The customer canceled. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, I mean, I thought that was pretty rude. I really did because it was last minute. And so when she said I had work, I said, actually, I think I'm going to reschedule today. I think I'm going to reschedule because I have other things to do and I have an interview and other things, that I need to do. So she said, "Are you calling in?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "Well, we expect, when you work for us to give us a notice by 7:30. I said, "I expect the same thing. I expect the same thing when I work for somebody. My time is valuable, and I was literally on my way to work yesterday, and you did this to me." I said, "There's no need for this. You should have put me on the schedule with someone else." Because usually when you're cleaning, if somebody else at another house needs help, you go and you send other people over there. There's so much that happens in the cleaning business. So, she just said, "These were the expectations when I hired you, and please let us know before 7:30 for now on, unless it's an emergency." I said, "These were the expectations when I was hired. 4 days of work. That's what I was hired for. I did a great job, guys. No complaints. So it's not my work, but it is the way they do things that I have a problem with." So, it was swept under the rug. It wasn't talked about. I said, I'm thinking today I'm on the schedule. What about yesterday? You know? So, I said, "I will be bringing your stuff back when you're ready, and I will take my paycheck. Thank you very much." So, guys, I do not, like I told you, I do not put up with crap at work. I just don't. I had bad management at one job where they were like, false accusations. And, how do you go forward in a job like that? If somebody's going to accuse you of not asking a manager before you leave, on a regular basis, and you're not doing that, how do you move forward? How do you have a work relationship when somebody is they didn't ask you, they didn't ask like what's going on, what happened, this is what I heard, or whatever. That is not professional at all. So I had said, "Be picking up my check, see ya." I cannot picture going forward with a company that has bad management like that. So then today, I did not say anything yesterday because I'm like, okay, you're going to have to think on this, Melissa. It's important. Your jobs are important. You're going to have to think about it. I made more money yesterday not working by using resources. So, the job in of itself doesn't bring you money all the time. It does bring, the long haul work history, but it doesn't bring necessarily more money. So, so I was like, Melissa, you need to think about this. Don't react yet until you sleep on it and think about it. So it was swept under the rug. It wasn't dealt with. It was like I didn't even have anything addressed that I had just talked about. And I'm like, how do I move forward with this company? One day I'll have work and one day I won't. That's not acceptable to me. So, I said, this is what was expected when I was hired. And because you don't have your crap together, I didn't say this, but basically you're a company that doesn't have your crap together. There should be policies, there should be, processes, there should be things done a certain way that, it's not just haphazard. It's not just like, oh, well, today this happened and, you don't have work. So, I am very particular, as you know, in my work. I am extremely particular. I am a good, hard worker, so I expect the same respect given back. If a company, especially now that I have taken a business class, I see things differently. I see things so much different than I used to. Years ago, when I was a teenager, a job was a job. I didn't have any expectations at all. I just went there and I just worked and, I didn't really, other than the people stuff, I didn't have expectations. But now I do. Now I do. And so, um, you know, don't be giving me crap. If you want good workers, people, be a good company, right? Hire good people, treat them well. It's not that hard to do. So these were the expectations. And so even if I have to do fast food, guys, I need the consistency so I can pay my bills. I mean, how do you pay your bills when one minute you have work and one minute you don't? One minute you have work again, one minute you don't. It's like I can't even move. I can't even make any plans with someone like this. You know, um, I suppose, I mean, I could take sporadic work and work around it and make it work somehow with the resources, but why would I make life so hard? So I'm going to take my time today instead of going to work to get some jobs with consistency because I need them. And I do have an interview next week too. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but he had to reschedule. So so take the time, guys, instead of working for a company that doesn't value you. I said, look, my time is valuable to me. Go to a company that who wants people who work. Now in New Hampshire, this is the way it was in New Hampshire. New Hampshire, there is a strong work ethic. I don't know what is going on in Colorado, but New Hampshire, you're expected to be in work. You're expected to be there overtime. You are expected to work hard. Here, everybody I've talked to, it takes forever to get a call back, number one. And number two, it's just like it's not, the work does not pick up over here or something unless you have, I don't know, maybe you got a really good job over here or something. So that's what I need to do today. I need to prioritize myself, not the job that isn't going to invest in me, and say, okay, this is what I need today. I need to find work that I can have a budget and I actually can have consistency. So it may not be cleaning, guys. It may be, I've got my own cleaning business I'm trying to get going. Someone is going to help me with marketing, but until then, I have to hang on with, odd jobs until I get my business going. And I actually was like, Melissa, maybe you need to pivot your business right now. People don't want to pay for cleaning. Maybe you need to pivot it. Maybe you need to do something else to make it work. So I might also do that right now, guys, because I need to be like a serial entrepreneur so that I have more coming in. So we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's going on. But I cannot work for a company that won't give me work and honor the agreement we had. Okay, thanks for joining me, guys.